This is the DEFCON warning system. Alert status for 8 p.m., Monday, July 1, 2015. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats against the United States at this time. Ukraine is currently in a state of confusion, having fully expected further encroachments by Russia this spring. The lack of major hostilities has war planners unable to read Russia's actions, though they continue to expect another major military conflict, but they are unable to ascertain a timeline and are therefore unable to fully prepare for it. During this time, the United States is preparing to send heavy weaponry to Eastern Europe to counter Russian aggression and reassure U.S. allies. NATO has announced plans to triple its reactionary force. Russia plans to put 40 new ICBMs into service this year. However, the Russian economy is taking a toll against whatever plans the Kremlin announces. The United States, for its part, faces the same problem. However, continued and sustainable debt financing has allowed the U.S. to escape the near-term consequences, but the future holds very dire predictions for them, if they continue along their present course. While anti-ballistic missile shields have made major news, the United States has also been quietly working on anti-cruise missile tech to protect U.S. cities from such attacks by Russia or others who use Russian cruise missile tech. The United States is also to open a space war center to counter Russian and Chinese attacks on U.S. satellites. Meanwhile, China is requiring civilian ships to be capable of military use, while China drills for invasion of Taiwan. Also, China and the United States are to establish military-to-military dialogue. Russia and Egypt are to hold joint naval drills, as Russia continues to expand its reach into the Middle East. Pakistan has said that it will not sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, as well as publicly ruling out sharing nuclear weapons with Saudi Arabia. The Korean theater continues to simmer, as South Korea test launches a missile that can strike all of North Korea. This is an area that, while not making the news much recently, is still highly likely to be the next major, though limited, conflict. The DEFCON warning system is a private enterprise which monitors world events and assesses nuclear threats against the United States by national entities. It is not affiliated with any government agency and does not represent the alert status of any military branch. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, go to www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON warning system message board and on the DEFCON Twitter feed DEFCON WS. You may also subscribe to the YouTube channel DEFCON Warning System and the DEFCON Warning System mailing list. Note that Twitter and YouTube updates may be subject to delays. The next scheduled update is 8 p.m. Pacific Time, August 2, 2015. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this broadcast of the DEFCON warning system.